Hello everyone, my name is Rob and today I'm bringing you a very special video. Cobblemon 1.4 is dropping very soon and myself and other members of the Battlecraft SMP were invited to join the development team of Cobblemon for a very special event. Here we had a tour of all the new update features, as well as a chance to kind of play around with them a bit. So I'm going to release a guide in the next few days on what to do in the new Cobblemon 1.4 update, but I thought I would let the developers themselves explain to you what is coming. So let's jump back into the world and see what new features are coming.
So around here you can read some books. They kind of explain the basic features of the new blocks. You'll notice some new blocks right away. We got the leek on...
Where are we going?
We got the leek over by here.
The medicinal leek is pretty simple. It's basically just Cobblemon's version of netherwort. You use it to create something called Medicinal Brew, Medicinal Mixture. I'm not sure which one we chose as the final name, but y'all can find out soon.
I think that was Brew.
I think so, yeah. So you take the Medicinal Brew, and that is the base component for things like potions, ethers, pretty much anything that's in a spray bottle in the main games. This is used to make it.
Interesting.
Cool.
Nice.
And you do use a brewing stand for that, just like normal potions.
That's actually sick.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yes, you do grow it in the water, and that includes half slabs. So let me set you guys something up real quick.
Yeah.
We made it possible to where you can just as easily grow medicinal leeks on any water block. So that includes fences, trapdoors, anything that you can waterlog.
Wow. That's
Wait, does
interesting.
it work on chests?
Like
Huh?
even on the top. Oh,
That's pretty sick.
Yep.
magic.
If you look just slightly past that, you'll see the hanging roots and the big roots on the underside here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, these
Nice.
big roots and energy roots are what they are. Like 75% of the time they will grow into a big root, 25% of the time they will grow into an energy root. These things are useful for early game when you don't have a brewing stand. Big roots can be crafted down into remedies, which you may recognize from Legends Arceus. And they are essentially just early game potions. They don't heal as much, and they take away a little bit of friendship.
Oh, that's a good
So like in the
trade.
game.
see.
Okay.
Yep.
They spawn naturally in caves.
Yeah, they spawn naturally and they grow like mushrooms, so they will just spread.
Yeah, while Chroma does that, this is the Vivichoke.
If we look at Vivichoke in JEI, so I know there's an item, the Vivichoke dip, actually is like somewhat like a golden apple, I believe.
Yeah, the Vivichoke dip is a little bit crazy.
Does it clear bad effects now too?
Yes. What it does is it clears bad effects and then immediately gives you absorption. So it's like a golden apple, just slightly different.
Oh, Vivichoke is used to do revives, PP max.
This whooper little skipping around.
Yeah, in the future, when we add more things, 1.4 is kind of laying the foundation for things like cooking or poffins and stuff like that, right? So things like the Vivichoke will be sort of the gateway to higher tier items. So this thing takes a long time to grow and is pretty difficult to get your hands on, but that's kind of the point. So all of the really good items stem from this thing. Another interesting thing for balance that we're testing out and might change soon is you actually need Vivichokes to craft revives. But you can use the naturally generating revival herbs to heal your Pokemon at the cost of friendship, and it doesn't heal them very much.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Yep.
So we're testing it out. If we get some negative feedback on it, we'll change it, just like we always do. So don't worry about it.
If you press R or your interact key, whatever you have it set as, on someone, you'll see a icon for trading. I don't know if you can yet, if you haven't chosen your starter.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I
so
got it for the wrong one anyway. Haven't got
Yeah,
still got it
my
for reload
things are
shaders.
all changed.
oh yeah. So whatever your interact key to initiate battle with the Pokemon, you just click that on a player and you can request to trade or battle.
Nope.
What do mints do?
Yeah, so these are the mints. Chroma, you want to explain the mints?
Yeah. So in normal Pokemon gameplay, when you go to harvest mints and stuff like that, like in Legends Arceus or Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet, you'll usually get a specific type of mint, like an adamant mint, a brave mint, something like that, and they change your Pokemon's nature. We have those, but in order to sort of prevent you from going and harvesting your farm and having like 12 million items in your inventory from the one thing, what we decided to do was each one of these mints, if you guys want to like take one and replant it, what you'll notice is they drop leaves. So you take 3 of these leaves and craft them together with one other leaf. Oh, you use the seeds to plant it.
Yeah, I can't plant it.
Oh, that's weird. Not sure what's going on there.
I can.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, so you use the like 3 leaves of the stat that you want to boost and 1 leaf of the stat that you want to decrease. Craft them together and you will get a mint of that type.
Oh, that's cool.
As well, these mint leaves are useful for other things. Like I believe the mint leaves are used to craft the vitamin drinks. So like carbos, calcium, stuff like that.
Whoa.
Witness the thing that took the longest.
Wow.
Oh god, yeah. Berries took a very, very, very long time, and that's literally the only reason why the update has taken this long.
This is a small sample of
12
them
to
too.
13 of them, yeah. There's 69 in total.
This is a small sample.
Nice.
I mean, gave us time to add a lot more Pokemon into the update, so...
True. What was the final count?
Shame.
Something near like 200 new Pokemon, wasn't it?
About that. Something around that, yeah.
So how do berries work?
That is complicated. So I'm gonna take this step by step. First things first, when you like right-click to harvest a berry, you get the berries and nothing else. You'll notice there aren't seeds for each type of berry because that would be annoying to have 69 berries and 69 berry seeds. So you just take the berries and plant them.
Like the game then.
Yeah. So when you exactly.
There's a little mound as well. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So when you plant a berry, it's going to take a long time to grow up. If you don't use bone meal, most of them take about an hour. There are a few things that can make them grow faster, like a bone meal or a specific type of mulch. We'll get to mulch later. So once a berry tree grows up, it is grown for good until you like destroy it, right? Once berry trees are fully grown, that's it. They're grown for good. They don't die or wither. You don't need to water them. They're just like a normal Minecraft crop. Think about sweet berry bushes is what we modeled them off of. So after a while, they'll regrow their berries. You'll see them flower, and then eventually the berry will like grow, as we just saw with the little demonstration. And then you'll be able to pick the berries, replant them, grow more, whatever, right? It's a very straightforward system that gets very complicated once you factor in mutation. Mutation is once you plant 2 berries next to each other that are like compatible or whatever, that have a mutation together, what they'll do is sometimes, on a very, very low chance, one of the trees will grow a berry that it's not supposed to. So like what we just saw with an oranberry and a cherry berry, the oranberry tree grew a lumberry once, and you can just replant that lumberry and get lumberries from now on. You don't have to rely on mutation anymore. So there are mutation tiers. Since there's 69 berries and only really 12 of them spawn in the wild, you can imagine just how much you're going to be mutating.
Wow. That's going to be a really good storyline.
Higher tier berries that are used to create items like the X items or the vitamin drinks and stuff like that do require a lot of mutation. And a lot of these systems that we'll include later on with cooking, like poffins, like I said earlier, some of the other systems, like how we plan on balancing the ride system, for instance, all are reliant on berries, and those like higher tier berries as well. So it's not as important at the moment. There are a few items that take advantage of high mutation berries, but in the future it will be extremely important.
Something worth mentioning as well is that the quote-unquote recipes for the berry mutations will be integrated into JEI, so you can see a cherry plus an orange berry will give you
if y'all all pick up an orange berry and check what recipes it can craft, there is up in the tab menu.
Berry juice.
You'll see.
Oh, berry mutation. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like a little bag of mulch because there's. Mulch is complicated. There are some mulches that wear off after a while, like growth mulch and rich mulch, which are from the core series, and then there are some mulches that just stick around forever that are biome type and stuff like that, because certain berries like specific biomes and they give better yield. The entire system is extremely complicated, and I'm skipping over a lot of parts of it for y'all to discover later.
There's also new structures in villages that have berry farms in them.
Oh, wow.
They're very small. We actually just got it working
last night.
Less
than 12 hours ago.
Let's move on to the revival herb. Let's just do a brief explanation of this one.
So revival herb, you grow it just like any normal crop. It spawns in lush caves. What you do is, you take the revival herb and you can plant it on its own. There are no seeds. The pep-up flower here is the thing I was referring to earlier that you can plant in flower pots.
And you put that with a vivid choke.
So revival herbs can be used directly to revive Pokemon, or you can use them to craft a revive, which doesn't lower friendship or anything like that. You can smelt them down into heal powder, all that good stuff. And then the pep-up flower, which only appears when the revival herb is fully grown. So it has 2 different full growth stages. It's weird. When it's fully grown, it has this little bulb on top, which is the pep-up flower, which can be used to craft all of the X items. It can be used to craft a higher tier remedy, or you can use it to create a max ether or max elixir. And then the competitive herb items as well, you can take surprise mulch, which is a type of mulch that increases the chance of berry mutation. You take the surprise mulch, right-click on a revival herb crop with it, and you have a random chance of getting one of the 4 competitive herbs. So mirror herb, mental herb, power herb, and light herb.
The final main thing is the pasture block. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just add Pokemon from your PC into the pasture block and they get to roam freely. I think it's a 32 block radius.
Sweet.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a large radius.
I think it's a 64 block diameter, so yeah.
Yeah, so in future updates, we're going to try to add it so that you can adjust the area that they can roam. We'll see how that turns out.
That hopefully gives you a sneak peek in all the items coming in the 1.4 update. Thank you so much to the Cobblemon development team for letting us play on the server. It was actually really fun, and I can't wait to get started on the new update. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.